Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love the attention.
Everyone loves to read about your life.
What's up, Dushui?
My mom warned me about friends like you.
A bit overwhelming.
Hey, I'm here for the ride.
Welcome back to reality. My man, how has your week been?
Week's been very good, very busy. Just been training. Just been trying to get into the shape of boxing ready.
Come on now, especially after you watch Creed. Hey, wait, have you watched
I
it?
haven't watched it yet.
Boy.
Need to take my girlfriend to Creed.
Come on now, boy. Hey, when you got a little bit extra time, but you gotta go watch it. That's like extra motivation.
Yeah.
I want to start boxing after that. I was like, oof, come on. It looks sick.
Michael B. Jordan is sexy.
Don't play with me, bro. Oh man, but yo, it's the final week of maths.
Final week of maths is getting real juicy. A lot of arguments, and Harrison is still hanging in there.
Boy,
How's he
by
doing
the
it?
grace of God, boy.
He's like what they say? They say like cockroaches, they can't die. They can survive,
exactly.
They can survive like
up until you put that little motherfucker on his back.
yeah,
and
put
then
his
it's like,
back, or give it cucumber. I heard. So maybe give Harrison cucumber.
that is actually.
Haven't you heard that?
I've never heard that before.
Apparently, cockroaches can survive like a nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
but they can't survive a cucumber.
Damn, like eating one, like
Yeah,
if you put-
eating cucumber. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I'm gonna put cucumbers in my house just in case the motherfuckers.
Anyway, I don't know what we're talking about. Cockroaches.
Damn, that's
Anyway.
interesting. Anyway, yeah, final week of maths, and I don't know how on earth that guy has been hanging on, but man, damn.
And also coming up on this episode, we got Mitch and Phoebe from Love Island coming in.
Come on.
The two lovebirds.
Two lovebirds, man.
We'll pick their brains and hear all the gossip about them.
Alright guys, so before we get into this episode, I do have to remind you guys that we are recording on Gadigal land, and yo, what a week it's been, bro.
Taku, last week, you revealed to us on the episode
What'd I say?
about this African queen.
Yeah.
Any progress on that?
Nah, not really, man. I don't know. Listen, for me right now, I'm just in a weird state where just work is just busy for me.
Do you reckon maybe she listened to our episode last week and told us, and she heard you talk about your sex story?
Oh, yo, a lot of people have been asking me about that sex story, bro, and like it's kind of messed up because I don't have any more questions. I don't have any more answers for these questions, bro. I'm like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said it. But anyway, fuck it.
I love it, honestly. Those stories crack up.
Bro,
If you haven't listened to last week's episode, it is so funny. My girlfriend's mum listens to our podcast.
no, she didn't hear that.
Yeah, she heard it.
Oh,
Shout out to Patricia, the most lovely mum out there. And she listened to your
Patty.
sex story.
Patty, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
Did the person happen to reach out?
No, she didn't.
No.
I'm going to mute them from my stories and stuff because you know what I'm going to do? For those of you that actually haven't heard it, I'm just going to put like a little snippet of that story onto my story. So,
You're gonna put a snippet of the episode onto your Instagram story.
Yeah, I need to because people have been asking me, yo, what the hell? What was that story about? So it's like, so for everyone that I tell that, I'm like, yo, look, I'm not going to give you the full rundown, but it's on the potty. So, but anyway, weird thing is she lives in Wollongong as well too. Turns out she's actually following me on Instagram. Actually, we follow each other on Instagram.
Okay.
So now I'm like, I don't want it to make it too obvious. Okay, I can't unfollow her, bro. I just have to mute her or restrict. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Or you can make them through Instagram. You can make them unfollow you. I'll show you after this.
Please, yeah. I've never done that before.
But anyway, bro, good luck.
Man's got no words. He's like,
And probably
yo,
not-
like this is like new territory.
Probably another
for me.
reason why I have to move to Sydney.
Yeah, probably. I gotta leave all this drama behind. But no. So anyway, so the African queen, not really. But yeah, it's
That's
okay.
right. We'll keep on trotting.
Yes, sir.
Keep on going.
Reality.
Now we've got Mitch and Phoebe in the house. And welcome, guys.
What's up?
Thanks for having us.
This is actually your guys' first podcast interview, right?
It is.
Oh my god.
We're losing our podcast virginity to you guys.
that bitch nice.
Yeah.
That's an
Top of the
honor to
cherry.
have you guys on.
Come on
I'll
now.
start with you, Phoebe.
Oh,
Do you remember the first time we actually met?
I do. How could I forget?
Oh, wait, you guys. Wait. So you guys met before?
So we
Love Island?
met before Love Island.
About, like 2 weeks, I think, before we would have left. It was pretty close to us leaving for the
Right.
villa.
Yeah. So what happened was, because I remember I was I knew I was going to go on Love Island, and I was doing a bunch of shopping, trying to get some clothes to wear in the villa and stuff like that. And I remember thinking in my head, like, fuck, like I don't know, like how to talk to girls again. I've lost my mojo.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I need to so every store I go into, I'm gonna have to try and speak to the girl.
Yeah.
and then like reject them or like speak to them and like sort of just like just do that. Like,
that's big.
It's really weird. It sounds really weird,
but it was practice.
It practice like build my confidence a
okay.
little bit. So I'd walk into the stores and be like, hey, like you know, like you're beautiful, and then I'd be like, oh, what's your star sign? They say a star sign. I'm like, yeah, sorry, we're not compatible, and then walk out.
Bobo, that is that's the quickest way to get cancelled.
So I walk into every shop, right? And I happened to walk into Phoebe's shop.
Damn.
Yep.
So where did you work before that?
I worked at a jewelry boutique. in
Okay.
Bondi. Yeah.
What were you looking for in that?
Oh no, I think I was looking for a chain or something.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't
That's what's
know.
up.
Yeah.
You don't get dripped out.
Yeah. And I happened to say exact to Phoebe.
Yeah.
And I was just like, thought nothing much of it. I'm like, oh, I never see this girl
Damn.
ever again. Walked out. Little did I know, a couple weeks later, I go into the villa.
You didn't see her.
And she
Oh,
runs
that
up to
would've
me,
been-
pushes me, and she goes, you called me fucking toxic.
Oh, you go to toxic.
He called me toxic when he met me in the store. So when he came into the villa, I was like, nah, I already hate this guy. What the hell?
Wait, how did that go? Can we get some top?
No, so I
also
walked
cut
into
it
her
out.
store, and I was like, hey, like, you're really beautiful. Like, what's your star sign? And then she said a star sign.
Do you remember what it was?
No, no clue. No clue.
Said I was a
There's no way.
Capricorn.
Wow, beautiful.
And I was like,
Thank
oh, sorry, yeah, we're not compatible, or something like that.
He said, no, he said, oh, Capricorns are so toxic.
Yo,
And I was like, really?
Straight out.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's
Man didn't hold back. So you actually weren't joking, but this was a transaction. It's just to make sure that your wrist is still intact.
Yeah.
He
I
went
do it just
from,
after I
"You're
buy
so-"
the things. I'll say it and then they walk out.
He
I'm like,
went,
yeah.
no, he came in. He went from, oh, you're so gorgeous, and I was like, oh, look at this guy
Oh my-
complimenting me.
you made her
And then
day
he
and
goes,
ruined it.
You're so toxic, and walks out, and I was like, okay.
Amanda just walked in, made your day, and then ruined it in a matter of 30 minutes, bro.
I was
Damn,
like, who
wow.
is this guy? Who does he think he is?
It's like-
And when he came in, I low-key was like, I wanted to ask him so bad because I knew, I never watched his season of Maths, but I knew he was on a TV show. And I was like, gonna pretend that my housemate was going on Love Island and be like, do you have any like advice for her? Because in my head, I was like freaking out
smart.
about going on the show.
That's smart.
And I didn't want to break my contracts. I was going on. So I was literally like, the whole time in my head was trying to work up the courage to go to Elle.
Wow.
Hey, like my housemate's gonna, do you have any tips for her? But he was too busy.
He was too
dissing
busy
me.
trying to test
It
the
was
sauce.
so crazy because we both knew we were going to go on Love Island
Damn,
at the
boy.
same time.
That would have been
We know each
crazy,
other was
though.
going on. Yeah.
Damn, okay. And Mitch, when you found this out when you were in the village, did that make you feel some type of way?
Yeah, we had a few arguments about it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, well, let's take it outside.
Okay.
Fought over Phoebe. No, I actually didn't know till you said it in a podcast. I had no idea.
Okay.
Oh,
We
really?
talked about it when we were out because the boys
Yeah,
had to leave.
because when I entered the villa, it was just the girls.
Oh, right. Okay,
and
cool.
then
Oh, yeah, that's true. Right, that's true.
and then the boys came after.
That
that.
opening scene was baller. I like that. But hey, Mitch, before reality TV, before Love Island, did you ever think that you would be on Love Island?
all
Or
my
any
mates,
reality TV show?
yeah, no, all my mates always said I should, but I didn't think I'd ever do it. But yeah, they always like you should do it. Like you got the personality for it. But didn't actually think I would actually do it. We lived in New Zealand, so we don't have reality TV. Right. If we do, they're pretty trash.
Seriously?
Yeah, really
Hold on.
trash.
Isn't Harry Jelsey?
Harry Jelsey,
No, he went on a show that was.
And he was like a
he
look
was.
like Harry Jelsey too.
right? Yeah.
Harry Jelsey's twin.
Look,
Everybody says he looks like Harry
yeah, they
Jelsey.
say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But he won the New Zealand.
Heartbreak Island or something.
yeah, that's right, that's right, that's
Is
right.
that the New Zealand version of Love Island?
I swear you said you were going on that.
Yeah, I did. That's the one. Not F Boy Island. You were saying that it was F Boy Island. So
I thought
I
he was gonna go
applied
on
for the
Oh.
same show he went on and did all the interviews, but never went on.
Interesting. So they must have seen him and said, these motherfuckers look too alike.
Yeah, we got to pick
We're
one.
going to go with this one right here.
Yeah.
So what made you want to be on reality TV?
I actually was like not really all in it. I was like, I'll just go through the application because I got a message on Instagram, and then
It's like this outed you.
yeah. Well, one of my friends knew someone in the casting. Mal, do you remember the Mal?
Yeah,
Mal
yeah,
chick?
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Auntie
and
Mel.
and then they were like, she was like, can you show Mal my mate's Instagram? And so she kind of teed it up, and then I got a message on Instagram. But it wasn't until they said it's in Spain that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
That's like a no-brainer,
Same.
bro.
Yeah, where were you guys? If it was there,
In
But I didn't want to talk about it, but we were out in the backyard. No, we're in Byron.
yeah. So
Yeah.
if they said,
Hey, but kiss my ass.
Byron Bay.
I mean, it's still cool, but I mean, if they said Byron, I would have thought about it but
Damn.
But Spain really sold it to me, so I was like,
Okay. I feel like that's like the best way to kind of like, I don't know. I feel like for me, if anyone was to kind of approach me and say, hey, look, this was happening, it's either going to be in Byron or it's going to be in Spain. Where you going to go?
Yeah.
If it's Spain, bro, I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
It can be F-Boy Island or Love Island. I'm going.
yeah, exactly.
So 100%. And did you guys ever think you'd find love in the villa before going in?
I think we were the people that like least thought they were gonna find it.
Wow.
Like, literally, being honest, I didn't go in there to find love, and I think
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, you just went for
So you went for clout?
for like a
no,
sprinkle.
not
Not
literally
even
not
clout
clout. Like,
either.
Free holiday.
yeah, like literally a free holiday. Everything's paid for.
experience.
The
Yeah.
experience. You're literally like hanging out with like a whole bunch of people your age who are all hot. It's like, why would you really say no?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it all here. Phoebe and Mitch went on there for clout. They accidentally found love.
I remember we were
Really got more.
on the truth bike. I was on the truth. We did this truth bike challenge.
Yeah.
And I think you asked me like, "Are you there for clout or?"
Yeah,
And
and
I was like,
like,
"Yeah, am I there for the right reasons?"
Yeah,
I'm in my head. I'm like, "No, I'm there for fucking clout."
The whole time you're like, nah, I'm looking for love. As soon as we come out the villa, you're like, no, I wasn't.
Like, what? Don't do that. Love.
It was so funny because when you first came in and you sat down with all of us girls, you're like, I'm just looking for like a wife at the end of the day, someone to go home. And he's sitting there and all the girls are sitting there with like these dreamy eyes. Literally every single one of these girls are sitting there going, oh my God. And I was looking around, I was like, is everyone believing this guy? Like, what?
Yeah.
Boy, you killed me,
Fuck
Kaz.
them all.
He was like fully saying the roguish shit. And I was like,
And
why
poor
is
Jess
everyone
believed me the
believing
most.
this?
Poor Jess fell for it the most.
Fell for it the most. Yeah.
I was like, this guy.
And then the villa ended, and I was like, "Oh, how do I?"
Wow, man, bro,
You're the worst.
love is sweet, and you guys happen
is
to be living together now.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yes, we
Wow.
live together. It's been
together.
pretty
So-
crazy.
Did you move in with Mitch, or Mitch moved in?
I moved in with Phoebe.
Wow.
In
Okay.
Bondi. Yeah.
Oh, so you moved in because you were living in Coogee, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
And now you're
then
full-time living
now
together.
full-time Bondi boy.
Wow, man, that's amazing right there, boy.
Never thought it would happen to me.
I never thought I would live with a boyfriend in my life.
No.
But let's take it back, like way before Love Island. Have you guys actually ever been in a relationship before?
I've been in
In
two.
love.
In love once. I'm gonna
Wow.
say out of the two of the relationship.
We ain't counting that primary school thing.
Well,
Not
no,
the high
it
school
was
thing.
it was high school, but it was very. I don't know. I feel like once you have your first love, it's kind of crazy.
Wow.
Mine was quite toxic, so I think it hit me a lot harder. So I think I have. Yeah, I'd only really count that one because that one really took a toll on me.
Come
but
on now.
My second one, poor guy. He was so nice, but
Oh, you broke his heart.
yeah. Poor dude.
Did you cheat on him?
No.
Oh, that no was late. That no was late, baby.
Wait till we start recording and she'll tell us.
Yeah, rough.
We just weren't supposed to be together. I loved his family more than I loved him, and that's when you know. I was spending way too much time with his sister and his mum and not enough time with that guy.
Always
so
unloved, isn't it?
I did fall in love.
And
with
Mitch, you were in a
him.
relationship before?
No relationships. Nah.
Wow, man.
Been in love or / lust. But
Lust or love.
looking back at it, I'm like, that was definitely lust. But it was with all the wrong people. Like all the wrong girls in relationships. Well, sorry, it was relationships. One girl in a relationship, a girl that was like a good mate of mine. So like they were both like not. It was not reciprocated.
Wow, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, that was
Like
good.
this
Well,
one.
honestly, this is honestly like a success. You know, obviously,
Absolutely.
Austin and Claudia, and then you two.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So yeah, it's I guess it's an honor to be part of your season and seeing you guys flourish.
Come on
Like,
now.
and fans as well. I can imagine like fans are just like they love seeing you guys together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had any like weird fan interactions?
Yeah, there's been a few.
Oh, God.
Because I feel like there was probably like a rough patch in
Yeah.
on air
On the
TV,
show.
Yeah,
and
so
then
when it
probably
was-
some rude fans coming up to you guys.
When it was airing, we went to the Pav one night.
Yeah.
We were out like separately, not together because we couldn't
weren't
be seen
allowed to
together,
be
but
seen
we were
together.
at- we
Could
were-
you
So you
Pav?
happen to be at the
Yeah.
same venue.
We were at the
Same
same
venue,
venue.
different friend groups.
Yeah.
And then girls were coming up to me being like, it was right after a bad episode had aired, like a few days after, and these girls were coming up to me being like, literally one girl was like to me, "You're a dog." And like one girl was like to me, "Oh, you're from Love Island, eh?" And I was like, "Oh, nah," because I just wanted to avoid it. I was like, "No, I'm not." She's like, "Yes, you fucking are. Don't lie to me." And I was like, "What?" And girls were going up to Phoebe, being like, "Oh, Mitch is here. Do you want us to throw a drink at him?" And like, little did they know that we were together.
It was
audacity,
so
bro. Oh
my
good.
God.
I
And you know what I found really funny? Because I saw on your story the other day that some girl messaged you like, you're a gronk.
Yeah.
And that must have been just when she watched an episode that happened. And then she posts a photo
Of us two
us.
together.
you two together.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love these two.
I know. I've got a lot. Like I'll look back at old messages, and there's a message saying like, "I don't like what you did," blah blah, and then it'll be like
they
a
come
nice
back.
message, and they come back.
Yeah.
Which is it's better than doing it the opposite way around. Like people love you and then hate you towards the end. But yeah, I mean character.
But right now, it's all love.
it's all love most
Yeah,
of the time.
most of the time.
Most
I've had
of the
a
time.
few people be really rude. I got into a fight actually with one girl at Beach Road.
Ooh.
And like
They got into a fight.
I got into a fight with her because she was just like next level. Like was like grabbing me and pulling me away, being like, "Get away from him," as in Mitch.
Hold
and I
up.
was like,
This bitch didn't. Excuse me. I mean, this lovely woman didn't.
she was like fully
Did you
grabbing.
throw hands?
She was grabbing. I literally had to like. I was like, "Get off me!" But anyway, she was like pulling me, being like, "Get away from him! He was such a fuckwit." And I turned. I was like, "That is literally my boyfriend. Like, can you please stop?"
God
and she was
damn.
like, "How dare you? I've got girl code. I'm protecting you." And I was
Gosh.
like, "You don't
Protecting-
know me."
And you know what, man? That's the craziest thing because like they've got like this perspective of where they are on the show, and it's like they see you the way that you portray. You know what I'm saying? They like forget about you being a human being with feelings too. You understand?
100%.
Because if that shit was to happen, because man, you know what's so crazy about my thing? When I got out after me and Michaela then broke up, they were saying that I don't like black women. I was like, what the
what?
fuck? Who came up with that? I was like,
What?
Isn't Michaela black? That's the first thing. And like all these like crazy things that like came out of like a sequence of episodes that kind of, you know, didn't really string so nice together. And it's like, I think the same thing for you, right? When like, that girl was pulling you away. It's like people are just so twisted, man. When you come out of the show, like it's probably the most toxic time.
Yeah.
I think.
I think people just take reality TV so seriously that they're just like, this is like when they're watching it, it's like, this is real life. This is like becoming their real life. So when they see you in the street or message you on Instagram, they're just like so serious about it, where it's just like, it's not as deep as you actually
Absolutely,
think it is.
man.
They don't know us personally.
Exactly.
So I'm like,
Exactly
why
right.
are you?
They-
I'm not
They
asking
feel like
you.
they have a right to do those things because they've been watching us. So they feel like, oh, I know these people because I've been watching them on TV,
Yeah.
but we don't know who you are.
Exactly right. Most definitely.
Yeah.
You know, and like after the show, you know, I know like there's probably like a period where, you know, the show was kind of still airing. Was that hard, like for you guys to be seen in public together, like given, you know?
As in when we-
Before it aired and also when it started airing. Because I remember hanging out with you guys and you guys didn't leave. You couldn't.
We
out together.
We couldn't be out
Yeah.
together. We were even told not to be out with you. Like even like
Yeah,
like
we
even
couldn't
us
be
like
seen with any other islanders, so we
Because
were
I would-
in a weird bubble together
yeah
for a
it
while.
it was a bit weird. Like we just we couldn't really go
It's
out.
like a relationship, but you can't go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't be seen together. But then I think it was like the last week or something. We were kind of just like, oh.
Y'all broke that shit. You were like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I'm gonna start doing it.
Fuck
like-
it.
We went to the beach with you one day.
Yeah, we went
Yeah,
like,
and
we
you
felt so
and Jeff
bad.
pretended
it was
that
like
you
Like, as
were.
rebels.
It's like we're naughty school
We were
kids.
telling
Yeah,
people
yeah.
not to take photos.
Yeah, don't
We're
take photos of
we
us.
can get individual photos, but don't get a photo of us in a group.
Yeah. I remember that.
Man, yeah, and that was great. There was this white folks party, man, that I went to, and I knew that I wasn't allowed to be out in public. And then someone's kissing me on the cheek. I've got a thing. Don't you lay your lips on me if I don't know you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Someone just grabs me from the back and kisses me. I was like, what the? And then I see Al. I was like, what? You are not meant to be here. Because you were not meant to be there, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, this motherfucker, damn. So meanwhile, me, afterwards, bro, you know, I got in so much trouble, bro. So like,
Really?
I got out and they were like, yo, strictly do not go anywhere. Like,
Right.
it was strict instructions. Bro, I see my boys, bro. You know what happens when you see your boys, man? It's like, they're like, come on, man, one drink won't hurt, bro. Let's just go to the wine bar. Went to a wine bar. From this wine bar, went to another pub, and then from this pub, went to the club. And yo, man, it was crazy just the amount of attention that we got, and then I got in trouble. Did you guys ever, you know, like when you guys were, I guess, out in the very end there, like, it must have been so hard, like, dealing with the photos, the videos that people will be sending to you guys without even knowing, right?
Yeah.
It's weird when you go out and you notice that everyone has their camera on you and they're filming
Yeah,
you.
100,
And, like,
yeah.
they're not coming up and saying something. I find that quite
Video
weird.
yes.
But I found that the hardest thing I think since coming off the show is when I go out and a lot of people grab me and they hug me and they're very like touchy and affectionate,
Yeah.
which
Well, I don't know you.
I don't really like that in general. So when strangers are coming up to me, I find it really overwhelming. Especially like I was at a festival and I went to go in the cubicle and a girl pulled open the cubicle and started filming me and I was on the toilet.
Whoa.
And I was like, this is just such
Whoa.
a massive invasion of my
Just sitting
privacy.
there like,
I'm like,
Boy.
sitting there and I'm like, whoa.
That is beyond invasion of privacy. That is.
It's
assault.
like things like that, and they just love the affection, and I'm just like, it's so weird having a random stranger just jump on you, being like, oh my god, and then I have to think, I'm like, oh my god, I must know them, like where have we met, right?
Yeah.
But then they start being like, Love Island, and I'm like, oh okay,
like,
you're just like a
motherfucker.
fan.
Yeah.
I find that really hard because obviously they're excited, and you know I'm grateful that we have all these amazing fans that like love me so much, but I'm also like, let's just remember that we're normal people.
Yeah. So are you back at work now?
Yeah.
And what's that like, you know, with kids coming in or fans coming in?
It's
and they're
a lot.
working and you're
it's
like...
hard when I'm in my workspace because that's, you know, I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to make sales for a company. You know, it's not like I don't know. It's really hard that people come in because a lot of people come in when I'm trying to serve customers and they're screaming, they're crying, they're making TikToks with me. Like,
yeah, I saw some girl came up to me and she's like, oh, like, I met Phoebe at her work the other day and we did a TikTok dance together. Can you duet it? And I looked at the video. I'm like, she's like there in the shop, like, ooh, like in her work clothes. And a girl in a school uniform is like, made Phoebe like do a TikTok
I know.
dance.
They made me do 3 TikToks, FaceTime 7 different girls. Like it was full on, and it was like it's hard because I don't want to be rude and be like, can you leave now? But
Yeah,
it's
100.
like I have also customers that have no idea who I am that are staring at me being like, okay, this girl, why is she on her phones making TikToks when, you know, she's in her workplace? So it's that's the hardest thing, I think, working in like a public space. Especially it was on the Daily Mail that I worked there and like
They don't
a lot of
expose you too.
school girls just like let people know. Like I have people call the store being like, calling the other girls being like, when's Phoebe working? We're coming in. And like it's hard. I've had to hide out the back
kind of life is that,
multiple
girl?
times.
Have you?
tough.
Yeah.
man.
From like I have like some fans that come in every single day.
Oh my
Damn.
goodness.
So,
Better not be no boys. You know, Mitch is gonna be coming in every day. My man is literally in there wearing a coat and he's got like a hat. I'm like,
I'm in the shop across the street.
yeah.
I got a job there. I'm just working there.
And Mitch, are you back at work as well?
Yeah, back at work, doing a bit of I work in a gym and then a bit online. So like
Awesome,
I
bro.
got
That's
a bit of
what's
a work-life balance. But at the moment.
Were you working there before the show?
No, I was doing a bit of PTing for a family, so
Okay.
I got a job there. Hasn't been the same experience Phoebe's had because like my gym's just tourist. Like I'm in Bondi,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like
that's
literally
what's up.
people
Just
that
come
are
and go.
from they've just moved here from Ireland because everyone's Irish in Bondi.
Yeah.
And Fiji. And they haven't watched the show, so it's fine, and it's like probably like 70% males, which males watch Love Island too, but you know it's more that like young 20-year-old woman kind of.
Yeah.
For real.
How'd you feel on Love Island? Because you're like a PT, right? Do you ever feel like the need to like always like try and have like
So-
the rig in shape and everything, or
I
what?
was
Right.
literally the opposite. So me and Callum were the only PTs there, and we probably worked out the least out of everyone. Like,
Damn.
me and Callum every morning would be like, oh, day off today, rest day today.
Damn.
Like, we would just not work out, and then I'd work out with you sometimes. I remember
we'd do
like,
workouts, yeah.
And then me and Callum would just like, nah, we're on holiday. Like,
I remember,
we're on
yeah,
holiday,
you guys
mate.
like-
I was
it easy.
convinced he was a fake PT. I was like, my
like,
guy
who are
I'm
you?
coupled up with is not a PT. I've never seen him work out. He's a fraud.
Wow.
Me and Callum were just enjoying the Spanish sun. We were just
Yeah,
like, there's no way
It's
we're
like
working
getting your
out.
shirt off every day.
Yeah.
You feel so vulnerable, you know what I mean? And there's mirrors everywhere, and you look at yourself, you're like, oh shit, I really need to work out.
You literally just forget you're on TV. You literally you just
do.
forget. And so I'm just like the first. I think it was like the first half a day. I was like, oh, good look good on camera. Like there's cameras everywhere, and then you just literally just goes out the window and like
It
like,
slowly stops fixing your
stop
hair, you
fixing
stop
your hair.
doing your eyes or whatever.
I actually watched some of the episodes back, and I've got a booger in my nose. Like,
God damn, man. Hey,
but I didn't care. Like you didn't really have your phone to look at or anything. Like I don't know. Well, is that a bit of an ick?
He's like, holy.
I was like a booger. God damn. I'm sorry. I hit you that Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle. I'm sorry.
When you first watched the episode, when you first aired, were you surprised by the way you looked or the way you sounded?
Yeah.
Or the
So
way, and
weird.
you're like,
It
is
was
that how everyone else
gross.
sees me as well?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I felt when I was first on TV.
I feel like when you look at yourself in a mirror or like your phone, you're seeing yourself from the angle you kind of pick. But when there's a camera like down here or up here on
Yeah,
the bad
man.
side,
They're
I'm
getting
like,
the chins and everything.
Look how many chins I have. Like, look at this side. Like, normally I know this is my good side. So if I'm taking a photo, I'm like this. But then there's a camera like this, and I'm like, what's that eyebrow doing?
Yeah, yeah. Were there any scenes that happened to air that you really wish didn't air?
Like embarrassing or like
Yeah,
not?
embarrassing, or like scenes you didn't want your parents to see, or anything.
Some regrets.
My mum and dad are like real chill. They would want to see everything pretty much. But your parents were a bit. I remember your grandma's friends or something were talking about.
Grandmom's friends.
Grandmother's friends were talking about
Hold
the
up.
hideaway and how they had to like close their eyes when there was a hideaway. They told
yeah.
Phoebe's,
Okay,
Nana not to.
my nan was a big
the
supporter.
sweetest. She is the
big
sweetest.
supporter of me
Yeah.
and Mitch
Nan's
on
watching
Love
Love
Island.
Island.
And my nan got
She's-
all of her friends to watch
Oh, yeah.
Love Island.
Damn.
Wow.
We had a meet and
We had a
greet.
meet and greet actually in Melbourne last week with the oldies
Oh,
at a
that's
cupcake
cute.
store. So she
Wow.
had about
Wow.
30 old people come and take
But,
photos with us.
but one of them was like, "You were horrible to me." I was like, "Oh, I thought she was like joking." She's like, "No, you were horrible to watch." And she's like, "When you come off
They
the
did
show,
not hold back.
I asked Phoebe's nan if they were still together, and she's like, "Yeah, they're still together in love." And she's like, "What the fuck is she doing?" with
Wow.
Who is
She
this
says
lady,
she
boy?
says it straight.
We had, yeah.
She
was
full
coming
on.
at me too.
Yeah,
she said, she was like, "You were such a gossiper in one episode," and
But-
she was
And
like,
you know why though? Old people ain't got no. They don't care, bro. They're like, we old anyway. We ain't got too much time here. Let's just let shit fly.
yeah, for
Your
real.
grandma's probably making some money off this meet and greet. She probably done charged all these other grannies saying, look, hey, they're coming, so you pay up.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
we
saying?
made the
some money.
cupcake store some hella good money
Yeah,
that day.
yeah,
'Cause
we made some
everyone was
good
there,
coin.
eating there.
Little do you know that grandma's getting a slice.
In the car.
She's
Yeah,
making
she
a
good.
Yo, listen.
She a hustler.
So we've got this game, man, that we play. It is called That's Dicey, and basically we just roll a dice, and then whichever number that it lands on, we gotta ask you a question with that number. So, you ready to play That's Dicey?
Of course.
Reality.
Not bad.
Oh, I don't know what's bad and good.
True.
Two
All right.
sixes.
Give it a roll.
I got a six. I got a 6 and a 6 and a 1.
So 7.
7.
It's a 7.
7. All right. So AFL season is starting back up.
Wow.
Who is Phoebe's AFL player hall pass?
You would have to tell me that. I can't name
I was
one
gonna say, Mitch
AFL
probably doesn't watch
player.
AFL.
No,
Yeah.
I only know the ones that I've met.
Ooh.
The ones that I've met are all your good mates, so I
Yeah.
would hope they wouldn't be a hall pass.
You know, this is actually interesting because I always would have said Bailey Smith, but recently he has blocked all of us on Love Island. So I've got some beef with him.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. I checked my account as well. I'm blocked.
What's his problem?
All the boys,
I
all
don't
the
know.
girls.
I don't know.
Maybe check you. Maybe it's,
hell.
maybe it's just a season
If he
4
blocked
thing.
me, that's smoke. What's his name?
Bailey Smith.
Bailey Smith. Unblock me if you have. I ain't even gonna have a look. Damn. Okay. Why is that?
Yeah.
But there's-
I don't know. We
we
don't
love-
know. I've just randomly heard on a night out someone was like, he blocked all of the Love Islanders, and I checked and he's blocked me. So I've got.
All right, Mr. Big Time.
So he's done. He's not my whole
Damn.
class.
It sounds like he's
I'm
cancelled.
glad he's not your hall pass anymore.
I don't know.
Have you met Bailey Smith before?
No, I actually have never met Bailey Smith.
Who was trying to tell me when Mitch Hibbard was coming in that it was Bailey Smith?
Yeah, a few people were saying that. I heard that
Tack was,
too.
and I was like, Tack,
Yeah,
he's not
Tack kept
coming
being
to
like,
Tack.
Bailey Smith is coming in the
Tack's
villa,
like-
and I was like, hell no.
Tack's like, I know him. I've met him. Like, he's coming in. Like, I bet you he's coming in. This is
Tax
right
I
up his
met him,
alley.
of course.
And I was
Tax
like,
met fucking
Tack's met
bloody
everyone.
Kobe Bryant too,
Yeah.
hasn't he?
Damn.
But yeah, there was no way he was coming in. Maybe he was coming in and he got denied, so this way he blocked us all.
He's denied.
Hey.
Just lock the doors on him.
Right. Yeah, I hope you hear this. Bailey Smith.
I can't even think of a name right now.
Dusty Martin.
No, I'm pretty sure we're like fourth cousins, so I can't say him.
What?
I know, I did not know that. Thank God my nan told me. But-
We need to have a chat with your nan. We need her in here.
I'm lucky my nan.
She's got some shit to talk about, bro.
We need her on this podcast.
For real. Let's go.
oh God, I can't even think of that. The only name that's coming to my head right now is Curtis Taylor. I think that's his name. And he's quite attractive, and I'm pretty sure he has a girlfriend. But that's the first thing that's come to my head, so let's go with him.
Okay. All right. Let's
All
go.
right, let's roll the dice.
4 and a 6, yeah.
6 is the total.
I like that
Two.
boy. Come on. All right. What's the best brand deal you've been offered so far?
I don't know.
My man's like, this is
like-
my
Why?
accountant.
I feel like What have I done so far?
No, Mitch loves the youth foods.
I love the
Come on.
That's pretty
You
good.
I live for
Yeah,
his,
hey,
YouTube,
we've
his,
seen it,
his
yeah.
youth food videos. It's so authentic.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to be an influencer. I was not put on this earth to be an influencer.
Thank you, yeah.
So when I'm trying to do these videos or like this, I could never ever do a get ready with me like a clothes. Like
Right.
I respect Austin a lot because he does them really good. But I couldn't do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Mitch,
an
whenever
influencer.
Mitch does like a
Shopping
youth
is
food
rude,
ad,
yeah.
oh, it's so good. I look at his story and he's like pulling it open and he's having trouble ripping the packaging open. Bit of food falls out on the ground, he picks it up, puts it back in, jumps in the microwave,
Burn my
taste
mouth.
test. He's like, yeah, food in the teeth. It's so authentic. It's real. You know what I mean?
You do not want to see me at events.
I love that, man.
at these flash events that these influencers are at. I shouldn't be there. I drink too much of the free alcohol.
But hey, it's okay.
Yeah,
We all do.
it's crazy.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the one that I seen you at when I first met you. You probably don't even remember, do you?
But that wasn't me. But that day I had an alter ego. But I was Felicia because I ain't gonna lie to you.
Those cocktails.
Yeah, no. But I
were
remember though. Yeah,
Yeah, good
Those guys
cocktails.
always have great times.
Yeah.
You have you had any?
I've done
Amazing
a
burgers?
few,
Yeah.
a few good ones. I mean, everything
best
that
one
I've posted has been good. I don't
What's
know.
the most money you've made out of a brand?
Whoa! Out of one deal.
Out of one deal, I feel like I'm not making that much money. Around like 4K.
Jeez. How many
mama.
followers are you on now?
137, I think.
Wow. And did you think you'd get to 137?
No, when the show finished airing, I was on 40,000K.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, in January I went up like 80,000, I think, just in 1 month, and then
Shit. And how many followers were you on before the show?
3,000.
Wow. How about you, Mitch?
I had like 7,000 or 8,000.
Well, that's a
I used to do a
lot.
lot of
Yeah.
TikTok. I used to do a lot of TikToks in lockdown, and then after lockdown, I was like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. But I got a bit of followers from that, and then
What are you on now?
76.
Yeah,
Guys making that work, bro. I like that boy.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's crazy.
Oh, let's roll the dice.
Bro.
3 and a 2.
5.
I'll give you guys some maths questions.
Beautiful.
All right. Here's a good one. Are you still mates with the whole Love Island group? And who don't you talk to anymore?
So, do we want to say who we love?
Everything.
Let's get to the juicy one. Who don't
Yeah.
you like?
I don't know how you do it, Al.
Who
That's cool.
don't I like?
Say it. It's okay. Don't worry. It's a safe place.
Elle.
I knew it.
I don't actually like this guy called Al. He's kind of annoying. Nah, I honestly, the people that I spoke to in the villa are still the people that I spoke to out. Like, I mean, and when I was in the villa, I didn't really connect with Phoebe H. So
Yeah.
I can't really say I've spoken to
only
her
have one Phoebe,
at
right?
all. Yeah,
damn, Phoebe.
exactly. There was only room for one. Sorry. Yeah, but I feel like pretty much everyone else, like I can't really. I speak to a lot of people. I'm quite
You're
a
quite
friendly,
social. You still
and
talk to all the girls pretty much.
literally, yeah. And I mean, we're all going to the same events and stuff, so I see
Yeah.
them a lot. I feel like Mitch.
Who don't I like?
No, not that you don't like. I feel like you're just not as close as.
I just don't. I hate being on my phone, especially because everyone's doing their own things and stuff. It's like quite hard to and especially when you're in a relationship, you want to spend like a lot of your time
Yeah.
with who you're with. And I don't go to events unless Phoebe takes me, and then we always regret it in the morning. So
Do you feel like anyone that you've met in the villa has changed since coming off the show?
Another good question.
Like, has like the fame gotten into their heads a little bit?
So the only people I don't really like are the ones that I didn't, the ones that talked smack about me after. Like
Who's that?
Like
Who's
Tak
that?
and Holly. Those are the only two people that really
Tak?
said anything. Yeah, and we kind of clashed while we.
I know. Sorry, you share the same name. He's letting the Takundas
Yeah,
down.
he is. He is.
You say that well. What up, my boy?
But like we've all talked afterwards. Like it's not like we'd ignore each other if we ever seen
Yeah.
each other. But like just like in there and out of there. Like there's just a few times where we clashed and.
Yeah, because I feel like
I've said it a
after,
lot,
while it's filming, everyone in the villa, like everyone gets along.
Yeah.
Once it airs, and then the people's doing podcasts and this,
Yeah,
that, and
yeah,
people talking
yeah.
to each other. Then that's when gossip starts starting.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
I don't want to. I know we're still playing That's Dicey, but even Austin and Claudia was saying that they don't like Tak.
Yeah.
What's going?
So-
Because I don't know anything about this man. Because like I talk to him a lot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're cool, but I'm like, whoa,
He is,
is
like,
that
he's-
smoke behind?
It's just like so me, Austin, Callum, and Al. We were like really quite close. You don't really see it on TV, but we were quite close. And I feel like he would talk to us about things and then like go off and tell the girls, which is fine because he's friends with both of us. But it just got to a point where like in the villa it was just a bit annoying. And then like I think I clashed with him because he said a few things that like didn't align with my beliefs. And I'm not going to go into detail because everyone's different, you know. And so we actually had an argument about that in the villa. It wasn't shown because of some of the things we said can't be put on TV. But so then afterwards he said that like we were quite immature. Me, Callum, and Austin were like really immature. And like I don't know, we are, but like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You might disagree. I don't know.
Personally, Tak's never done anything wrong to me, so I'm quite I don't know. I'm not really involved in much drama.
Right.
But yeah, I can see how he's done wrong to say like Claudia and Austin and Mitch.
And then he starts saying, after the villa happened as well. Like, was it he
said something about
said something in his interview where like goes, oh, like the immature, and things like that. And they're jealous of me.
He said,
Yeah,
and
he
he
said
said
that
that he
was
Boys
said,
are jealous of me, and like
said that.
and then starts telling Chase on a night out.
that Claudia's a clout
Austin
chaser.
But Claudia and Tak were like best mates in the villa.
That's why
which is
that
like
really
kinda
shocks
surprising.
me because Claudia and Tak were like super super close.
And he said that we wouldn't work. Like, there's no way we're gonna work. When he got asked in an interview, he's like, nah.
Oh,
And
you
like,
two.
Yeah, he kept saying that me and
He's like,
Mitch
nah,
were never going to work out.
No way we're
But
gonna work out.
In fairness, he did end up apologizing for that.
Yeah, he did.
He
Okay,
did come up
so-
to us and say, "I'm sorry, I said that." Like, you know.
Yeah, he did.
I can't even remember when he left. Did he leave pretty early on? He probably saw me and Mitch not in our greatest times anyway. So
Yeah, exactly right. So fair enough.
Bro.
And then
I don't know.
Yeah. So you're gonna keep talking to Tak, or
He's like, "What do I do?"
Hey, listen, I'm just like, look, I think for me, man, the thing that what I do the best is if there's ever any beef like in between like some friends of mine, you know, I don't tilt anyway.
Yeah.
I stay dead in the middle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like for me, for example, with the whole thing that happened between like from my houses and like with like Courtney and Aaron, I didn't say nothing about Courtney, nothing about Aaron. I'm neutral, man, because I love them both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's good.
So yeah, I think that's like a good ground to be in.
Until someone like crosses you personally, I think you can't really just be like, they fucked over this
That's how
person,
I-
so I'm gonna hate
Most
them. You know?
definitely, yeah.
It's like you can't really do that until they do wrong by you.
Yeah, 100%. You know, so yeah, damn. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. Yeah. Hey, listen, this is like, you know, like this is pretty much like the red table. Yeah, 100%. The red table.
all right, let's roll again.
Oh, shivers. 9.
Wow, number 9. Okay, cool. So
I'm scared.
there were rumors that you two broke up. Is there any truth to this? Did you have a break? Can y'all tell us what's going on?
Why does everyone? I swear, it's just this
One
There's one
person on
person.
Instagram that just keeps making all these accounts, keeps commenting on every single thing. Like I'll pull up on my phone. Like it's like I've got like 200 nearly comments on one of the posts of me and Phoebe. Or maybe it's like 150, and 50% of them is this chick. She'll comment like once a day saying they're broken up. Mitch is with a Kiwi girl. He's moved back to New Zealand. Phoebe's with a guy from Melbourne. Like
we've heard everything.
And the most funny thing is,
single-
some people read this and they believe it.
Yeah.
It's this one chick, and she's making all these different accounts.
So many
messaging,
accounts.
literally private messaging me and being like, "When are you going to be honest? Like, you need to be honest with the
Just
world.
be
Like,
honest.
hell?
just like, just come forward."
So,
We have never broken up.
okay, so y'all guys are never broken up.
We haven't
No
even
break.
questioned breaking up. Like,
Yeah,
you know, it
no.
hasn't even been a thought. With
We're
them.
like
Alright.
more like on the other side. It's where we talk about marriage,
about
and,
marriage and
kids
kids.
more than we talk about us.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What? Hang on.
I know. I like to jump the gun.
Did you or jump the broom? Did you hear that right, bro?
Yeah,
Marriage
yeah,
and
yeah,
kids,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
But I think
Well,
I think you guys make good
if
parents.
you're in a relationship and you're not thinking about those things, like if you're like, "Oh, I don't see myself marrying this girl.
Yeah,
I
you
see
wouldn't.
myself with kids," and it's like,
Wow,
why
that's
are you with
beautiful,
them?
bro.
You know, unless you never want to be married and never want to have kids. But if you do want to have kids and you want to get married, but the person that you're with, you don't see yourself, then it's just wasting
That's
time,
true.
you know?
'Cause me and my chick, we talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
amazing. It's
we talk
amazing.
about, like
It's so cool.
marriage and kids and family and
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah, but I think it's
and it
just-
makes me so like happy talking
Yeah.
about it because like I date to marry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. You date
Wow.
to be with him forever.
You
You
wouldn't-
don't
So
date to be like-
therefore, you should be very soon. You know, you know, you might be thinking about
Getting
public
the knee
Christmas soon, hey,
I
hey.
keep
been hard
telling
me,
him
yeah.
every day whenever he does a brand deal, I go 50% needs to go to a ring.
Damn.
A ring?
She doesn't.
50, boy. You heard
So
that?
if
Get
Mitch
it.
proposed to you tomorrow, would you say yes?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god.
Which is, I think that's the craziest thing though, because like I actually see myself with him forever, which is so weird. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I never thought I would find that, let alone on a TV show.
Freaking Love Island.
I know.
Yo, your partner for life on Love Island.
Yeah,
That's
but I
TV.
feel like, I mean, you were there on the show with us. Like, me and Mitch were pretty much inseparable from day
Day
dot.
we've seen each other.
So I feel like to everyone that was on our season, it's not much of a shock because we were always kind of very close. Like, I don't know. We just clicked straight away. It's
Yeah.
weird.
And then what about them kids though? What about them kids?
Oh, I'd love to be a baby mama.
Yeah. Oh.
Mitch is trying to make me wait.
Oh, really
It's
now?
fine.
Not really wait. Wait, because we're not financially stable.
Yeah, we're
for
waiting till we
kids,
get some
but-
more money.
That's a very. That's a good point, bro.
Yeah,
That's a
if
good
I
point.
was,
Yeah.
if I had a lot of money right now, there'd be 100%.
Why not?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I
Do
wouldn't
people think
stress
you guys
about
have
it.
lots of money coming off Love
One
Island?
thing I hate.
Come on now.
The assumptions about post
People see us
like
at our
TV.
normal
I mean, I've done 2 TV shows and I've never been more broke.
Yeah. Literally.
I'm still living at home. I can't even
Boy, you can
afford,
say
like,
that shit again, bro.
shit. Bro, I went out for dinner on the weekend, right, with my mates, and we did like a split bill. And I'm so broke, right? That I didn't want to split it evenly because I didn't eat as much food as everyone else. I didn't drink, I didn't drink the drinks.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't have that. So I'm just gonna transfer you how much I ate.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they got like a bit offended, but I'm like, you know what? Like, that's.
That
They can
happened
kiss
to me
your
the
ass,
other
boy.
day.
Fuck
I
it.
literally purposely was
But everyone's
drinking
like, "But you're on
lemonade.
TV show, you're so rich.
So-
Like, no.
I know people. There's mad assumptions. That's what annoys me when people come into my work now and they're like, "Whoa, why are you still working here?" And they are getting like offended the fact that I have a normal job. And I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean?" They're like, "You're on a TV show. Like, don't you think it's a bit like embarrassing that
That's
you
like
work
the
in a
most
store?"
common-
And I'm like, "No, I have to pay my bills."
Yeah,
Common
exactly. Right.
misconception. Yeah, absolutely. I thought I was gonna get a whole bunch of deals too, man. Then I got out and I was like, whoa, it's kind of cold out here. You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, we got 2 more questions actually for that spicy. That's spicy dicey.
6, 7, 8.
Beautiful.
Have any of you guys ever tipped off a paparazzi?
Okay, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
It's like,
What, you just missed
what
the
number is
Google
this?
Paparazzi Sydney. No.
No.
Wow.
If you've seen my paparazzi shots,
have
you would
seen
know
it?
that I did not.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I've never seen those before. I need
Do you know how in the reality TV world, you guys probably don't know, or you probably know now, how like people they message paparazzi to take photos of them and make articles about them.
Oh.
that was
Yeah,
only
and
the
then so you're
Kardashians.
always looking your best, and you're always ready.
Did
for
Austin and Claudia do that? Because why did they have such nice photos?
Their photos were. Did they?
According to our sources, yes.
Oh, was I there?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna say
yeah.
yes, they did, because if
they
you've
look
seen
good.
their photos versus mine, are actually ridiculous. Like it is the most fucked photos I've
Ones
ever
of
seen
us-
of myself in my life.
Ones of us at the beach, and we were looked like 2 drowned rats. Like,
I
it wasn't-
always
it
get
wasn't
papped on the
flattering.
beach, and always at Cuddy Beach. So a paparazzi man must live in one of those boats, because I've been papped twice.
Well,
in
I
it
could
now.
give you
Living on a
Ollie's
boat.
number, and then you can guys.
I
Yeah,
can
I'll leave the
redeem
man.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
mine is
Good ones out there.
Oh my god,
You
they're-
should do it where
they're
this
real
one's at the
bad.
outdoor gym or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bad. Hey,
There's
Get your
no
PT.
way I'm going to the
Wow.
outdoor
Get your
gym.
PT
doing
thing
some chest
going.
presses like some flies or something, and you're like, no, take it right now.
I said North Bondi. We'll go North Bondi.
Like
Yeah.
that. One more question.
4.
Does Mitch have any leftover fuckboy tendencies?
No,
Bet
he doesn't
what?
have any fuckboy tendencies. He's probably the most loyal person I've ever been with in my life. And he literally is like the opposite of a fuckboy. I'm going out.
Simp.
He's a simp. I like on a night
good.
out, this guy will call me. It's a bit excessive, but like 30 times on a night out, and will tell me like every 5 minutes, "I love you so much,
Well,
baby." Like,
very in top.
Yeah.
Very in top.
He
shape, by the way.
but
is, so
he
true.
is like the total opposite of a fuckboy. So I mean,
But when you
yeah.
met him, was he? You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
coming out of that
I
stage?
mean, you guys saw the season.
Yeah.
This guy.
But when I came in, like he was obsessed. Like Mitch was obsessed with you.
Yeah.
And then I started watching the show, and obviously, like you do your intro and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like he's talking about him being a fuckboy, this that.
Yeah.
I never saw any of it.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
so loyal. So they're
Wow.
always
I know.
there.
I think they just like every person, they kind of have a character for you. And I think maybe in my first interviews I was like, yeah, I can be like, every single boy can be a bit of a fuckboy,
Yeah.
you know?
Fuckboy, for
Yeah.
real.
So I was like, oh yeah, I can be a bit of a fuckboy on a night out, you know? And they're like, oh, let's roll with that. Like,
Let's roll with that,
give me
yeah,
more of
yeah.
that. And so I was like, I'm a fuckboy, like blah blah.
Next
I
minute,
feel
it's
like
like,
you-
Who was
Yeah.
a bigger fuckboy? And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, let's like
But
be
I feel
fuckboys
like you
together.
kind of just run with whatever their story
Yeah.
they tell you. Like on mine, as soon as AFL players was mentioned, that was it. And I was like, okay, I'm fucking holding an AFL ball in my intro.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god.
God damn.
Like they make it
And the thing is,
more.
I never heard you talk about AFL the whole time.
Oh no, I
She
would
never
not
did.
have.
News to me right now too.
Yeah.
Never,
Yeah,
not once
yeah.
did she
Like-
talk about. Well, she talked about her AFL mates, but like it was never like, oh, like I've got a thing for AFL boys. But everyone gave a shit because it was like
Because-
it was a one-time Sid, you know.
But they run with the story because every person needs like, and you know how they brought in Mitch Hibbard for me, like 'cause he played
Yeah,
footy,
like when I was going in there, I was gonna be try to be the biggest fuckboy. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be
Right.
fucking around with so many girls. This,
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I ended up staying with the same girl the whole way through.
Damn.
I couldn't.
So they was trying to set you up with. That's crazy, though.
Yeah, they really
They
wanted.
brought in
They
Mitch
went
Hibbard.
with it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
They wanted her.
They wanted me to
jump
be
ship
with me
and go.
with Mitch Hibbard so bad. They kept being like, this guy is coming in for you. Like, give me massive pep talks. Like, forget about this guy.
How
Like,
did that make you feel, though?
Well, I didn't know that's what they were doing to her because we can't. Like,
Oh, no. As in, like, but did you kind of sense that there was that kind of vibe happening?
Well, she said
Well, as soon
you
as I
did
got
say
the-
that he was more your type when he first came in.
yeah, but you also said blonde girls were your type.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
So,
My previous type.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, it was alright. Like I think I was really confident in our like what we had that I didn't stress too much and like you know
it was
I don't
pretty
know.
far in the journey.
Yeah,
when
like
Mitch
if he had
Hibbard
come
came
earlier,
in.
I would have been a bit
Yeah.
more stressing. But because it was like it looked like I was stressing a lot on the show if you watch it back. But I feel like I wasn't stressing too much because it was like towards the end, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely, man.
Nah, well, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Man, absolutely.
Thanks for
having us.
Absolutely, man.
And it's been an absolute honor having you guys on our podcast.
Hey, their first
Your
podcast,
first
too.
podcast.
Our first
How was that? You
podcast.
guys enjoyed that? I had a good
Yeah,
time.
I like it.
That's what's up.
It's
Looking
good.
I was looking at the time.
Yup.
Ready to leave.
Damn, boy.
His car's about
He's
to
a half
expire.
end,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, he's looking at the
I don't
parking
want to pay
ticket.
another fine.
Don't want to pay another $10.
Thanks so much for
guys.
coming on, man. I'll
Thanks,
see you guys
man.
soon, hopefully, with
Yeah.
more events.
Yep.
Yeah.
More
What's up?
events.
We'll see you.
I love you all. Thank you.
Love this.
Thank you.